Warning. Actonville TV disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host, authors, and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any religious affiliation.
வணக்கம், நமஸ்தே, நமஸ்காரம், சாய்ராம், ஜெய் ஸ்ரீராம், சுவாமியே சரணமையப்பா. வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. For those of you that just joined us and are hitting our screens for the very first time, you are currently watching Actonville TV. It's for everyone. This is a show called The Journey. It's about exploring Hinduism as a whole. I'm your host, Kimera, Heeralal, and if you'd like to join the conversation, please do so by, just commenting at the bottom of the screen. As you know, this is a YouTube channel. We are currently streaming live through about 77 platforms, if I'm not mistaken, and you can interact with us live through any of the platforms. If you wish to keep your views, comments, and beliefs anonymous, please do use our WhatsApp line, which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen throughout the entire show. And this is an open platform. Now, for those of you who don't know what the topic of conversation today is, it is called Origins of Diwali. Yay! Alright, I know you guys are gonna say, like, why didn't she do the show last week? Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstance like fiber breaking in Lanesha South, we could not stream live last week. But hey, fear not, we are here to continue with our show and educate those who don't know about Diwali or Hinduism, as this is a cultural and religious platform. Alright, this is episode 116, guys. It's 116, and we're talking about origins of Diwali. Before we open up the show, in Hinduism, we must stop and pray and give thanks to Lord Ganesha in everything that we do. Helping us do this today on our show is baby Nishara from Durban, who is singing Vigneshwara Gananada Gajanana. Jai Ganesha. What a beautiful way to open up the show this afternoon with baby Nishana all the way in Durban with Vidneshwara Gananada Gajanana. I always love when children and the youth get involved when it comes to culture. And for those of you who didn't know, this channel was actually created, and we're doing this, well, it's created for this many reasons. We opened up this channel, or this show rather, The Journey Exploring Hinduism, to save the culture, to teach the culture, and hopefully we'll get somebody aboard to teach the language. Alright guys, for those who just joined us, we just started the show, but we did not start our teachings yet as we just opened up the show. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we will start talking about the origins of Diwali.
See flooring differently. Innova Floor Santon. Contact us today.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sairam, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranam Vetrivel Muruganukku Arogara. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so as we continue with the show and the teachings of today's episode, which is the origins of Diwali, Deepavali, whichever you may prefer to call it. And this is episode 116. Now let's get straight into it. Now let's look at Diwali. Since this is an educational platform, let's get into it, straight into it, right? So Diwali, in English they call it Diwali, because of the W being there, right? But it's Diwali, Deepavali, as I mentioned, well, the Hindu festival of lights in English. Can we say it like that, as this is it? I'm English speaking and we are teaching in English. We've got Nishi Heeralal coming in through YouTube saying Namaste Kimera. Namaste Nishi, thank you for joining the show. And we are talking about Diwali, as since we could not stream live last week, we have to continue our teachings this week. Alright, so Diwali is the Hindu festival of lights, which with its variations also celebrated in other Indian religions. Now, we're talking about the origins, Nishi Heeralal, if you do want to join the conversation or interact with us in studio today, sharing your beliefs, sharing your opinions, sharing your granny's tales, you're welcome to comment at the bottom of the screen as you just did. Or if you wish to keep your views, comments and beliefs anonymous, you're welcome to use our WhatsApp line, as this is a public platform and I love to be educated. Sometimes there will be things that I probably didn't even know about Hinduism and you would teach me. Alright, so getting back into the origins of Diwali, right? Now, basically, it symbolizes the spiritual victory of light over darkness. And you could also say good over evil and knowledge over ignorance. Now, Diwali is celebrated during the Hindu lunar solar months of Ashvin, according to the Amanta tradition. The Kartika, between around mid-September and mid-November, the celebrations generally last for about 5 or 6 days. I apologize for that. It's 5 or 6 days. So, if you look at it, Diwali is connected to various religious events, deities, personalities, such as being the day Rama returned to his kingdom in Ayodhya with his wife Sita and his brother Lakshmana after defeating the demon king Ravana. Now everybody knows the story. If you celebrate Diwali, you know the story about Rama and how he returned to his kingdom and his wife Sita and his brother Lakshmana after defeating the demon king Ravana. Right, that was clear. Now, it is also widely associated with Lakshmi, for those of you who didn't know, the goddess of prosperity, and Ganesha as well, the god of wisdom and the remover of obstacles. Now, other regional traditions connect the holiday to Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, also Lord Krishna, Durga Ma, Shiva, Kali, Hanuman, Kubera, Yamma, Yummy, Danvatari, or Vishvakarman. Now, primarily a Hindu festival, variations of Diwali are also created by adherents of other faiths. The Jains observe their own Diwali, or Diwali rather, which marks the final liberation of Mahavira. The Sikhs celebrate Bandi Chor Divas to mark the release of Guru Hargobind from a Mughal prison. Newer Buddhists, unlike other Buddhists, celebrate Diwali by worshipping Lakshmi, while the Hindus of Eastern India and Bangladesh generally celebrate Diwali by worshipping the goddess. Now, during the festival, the celebrants illuminate their homes, temples, and workspaces with diyas, meaning oil lamps, right? I mean, from small, I know my mother and my granny used to put those small lamps around the entire house, lighting it up, celebrating on Diwali. You can also use candles or even lanterns if you prefer. It's still light. It still signifies, it has the importance and the significance of light. So Hindus in particular have a ritual oil bath at dawn on each day of the festival. Diwali is also marked with fireworks and the decoration of floors with rangoli designs and other parts of the house with jalas. Now, food is a major focus with families partaking in feasts and sharing mithai. The festival is an annual homecoming and bonding period not only for families but also for communities and associations, particularly those in urban areas, which will organize activities, events, and other gatherings as well. Now, many towns organize community parades and fairs it's community parades and fairs with parades or music and dance performances in parks. Some Hindus, Jains, and Sikhs will send Diwali greeting cards to family near and far during the festive season. Occasionally with boxes of Indian confectionery, as well as another aspect of the festival is also remembering your ancestors. Now, before I continue to give away the entire story and teachings, we have Nishi Heeralal coming in through YouTube with lots of love, saying Lakshmi was my dear mum's name. Oh, may her soul rest in peace. Thank you for that message, Nishi Heeralal. Alright, so before I continue to give away the entire teachings, as Diwali is not a very long story, but we have Shashi Gasain standing by all the way in London, and she's educating us on what is Diwali, how do Hindus celebrate Diwali, and what is the story behind Diwali. I shared with you my wisdom. Let's take a look at what Shashi Gasain has to say.
Hi, I'm Shashi Gasain, and understandably, Hinduism is 5,000 years old. And in a huge country like India, which used to span much bigger than it is now, every region had its own little nuances about it. So each one varies a little bit, but I would like to talk about what is generally accepted in northern India. There are many festivals in India, but Diwali or Deepavali, which is a festival of lights, is one of the most important dates in the Hindu calendar. There are many reasons why we celebrate it, and I'll go through one at a time because it's not just about just having a good time. There's a lot of spirituality behind it. So let's look at it one by one of why we celebrate Diwali. Diwali is the biggest and brightest of all Hindu festivals, and it literally illuminates the house. You put the diyas on, you put the lights on, you decorate it with rangoli, we have lots of sweets, we wear colorful clothes, and it's a very, it's a family festival, and which has then gone on to a community festival. And in fact, it's, I think, one of the biggest festivals in the world at the moment, because on that particular day, well over 1 billion people in the world are celebrating that very special day. There are 5 simple yet life-illuminating messages. One is a brand new beginning. Diwali marks the beginning of the Hindu New Year. It rejuvenates the senses with freshness and a revived enthusiasm. 2 is light over darkness. It's a celebration of good over evil, as depicted in the story of Indra Ramayana. We remind ourselves that no matter how difficult things can become, there is always good that's going to prevail over any evil or mishap that happens in one's life. Number 3 is spiritual wealth. It's also a day when people practice faith in the ability of God to bless them with wealth and, above all, health. Health is wealth at the end. So it's something that we really do pray for in our family prayers is for the health of every member. That is just so important. Number 4 is dispelling darkness and ignorance. It's also time to clean our minds by dropping all negative baggage from the past. You can cleanse your hearts and fill them with love and compassion. And this actually drive away the hatred and intolerance and ignorance which is so prevalent in the world today. Last but not the least is actually appreciating your family. It's a time when all the family get together with the festivals. We wear new clothes, we exchange gifts, we exchange sweets, and it's a very lovely bonding experience for the family. So Diwali is a very fun festival. Not only do we exchange sweets, as I just mentioned, but we actually light up the entrance of our houses. We have fireworks. Now the reason why we have fireworks is a theory that the explosion of a firework wards off all evil. And having a row of lights leading up to your house is welcoming goddess Lakshmi, a goddess of wealth, to come into our house. But in some parts of India, they also say, or they believe, that your ancestors come on that day to visit you, and you put the lights out to welcome them. So these are all traditions which have been passed on over generations, but there's a meaning behind all this. It shows there's a connectivity of the family through generations, and the culture and the values are kept in each family as you go along. So it's a really subliminal message that's put down. And it's only when people get together that we really realize the importance of our own culture and how we can actually dissipate hatred and have compassion and love in our hearts. Before Diwali, homes and offices are super cleaned and are decorated with different kinds of lights, earthen pots, rice, lentils, to make it a very colorful entrance to the house. And then we put a row of candles or diyas or deeps as we call it, in the front of a house, and that actually has its different significance according to which state you're in. For example, in the north, they tend to celebrate for the return of Lord Rama with Lakshman and Sita and Hanuman after 14 years of exile. We also celebrate the goddess Lakshmi, that she's going to come in. We welcome the goddess who's a goddess of wealth. In Bengal, they celebrate it for goddess Kali Mata, which is a goddess that gets rid of evil. And then you have other little towns that have little, their own depictions of goddesses and gods. So it's a slightly different meaning according to which region you're in. But the essence is all about good over evil. It doesn't matter in which form it took up, but it's a message that's put through. Flames are important in Indian festivals, and especially in Diwali. It represents both physical and spiritual aspects of one's life. Diwali is a 5-day festival that straddles the new phase of the moon around about October, November in the Western calendar, but it's called the Kartik month in the Hindu calendar, and it's over 5 days, and each day has a significance. Day 1 is called Dhanteras, and it's the beginning of Diwali. And on this day, we first clean the house, we welcome goddess Lakshmi, and it's traditional to go and buy a piece of gold on that day because it's meant to be lucky, that we're getting some wealth. And a puja usually takes place in one's house or in the office because it's one of the most auspicious days in the Hindu calendar. The second day is called the Naraka Chaturdashi. And it's because it's fabled that Lord Krishna slayed the demon Narakasur, and it's a day when all the businesses have their end of financial year, and they pray for even a better year after that. And in some parts of South India, it's even celebrated as the main Diwali day. The third day is the actual main Diwali day. And it's a day where Lord Rama came back with Sita, Lakshman and Hanumanji after 14 years of exile. And we mark it with a lot of fireworks on the day, and the whole house is lit up, and you can even see whole of India lit up from the space. They've actually seen the photographs of what India looks like on a Diwali day. It's absolutely amazing. The fourth day is called Govardhan Puja or Ankut, which actually literally means a mountain of food. So most of the Hindu ladies, they'll make a lot of food, different varieties of food, and take it to the temple, feed it to the homeless or less fortunate. And it's as a thank you to Lord Krishna for giving us such abundance throughout our lives that we want to pay back to the community in some form or the other. The last day, which is the fifth day, is called Bhai Dooj. It's perhaps my favorite day. It's a very special day between a brother and sister, and it's a day we welcome our brothers to our house, and we do an aarti, and we put a tikka on his forehead to ward off any evil spirits on him and bestow him the best of luck, life, health and wealth. So and it's just between the brother and sister, which I don't think there's any other religion that really cherishes that kind of that relationship. It's an amazing experience. So as you can see, Diwali is always called Festival of Lights, but there's just so much meaning in there. And it's the more you get into it, the deeper you get into it, the more you can get out of it, and make a real difference to yourself. So you consider yourself new beginnings, you get rid of your old baggage, you clean your heart, you clean your homes, you welcome positive energy, you welcome love and compassion for everyone around you. And it's quite a community affair, which means that you really do give back to the community, more than you actually get from them. So it's something that's very special, and I don't know if there's any other culture that really celebrates it the way we do. But that's Diwali, and it's perhaps perhaps the best festival in the world on that day.
Shashi Gossain, everybody, all the way from London, as I've just realized and learned that, well, I think Diwali is celebrated exactly the same globally, yeah? So no matter where you go in the world, Diwali time, it's going to be the same. Nishi Heeralal coming in through YouTube as she's saying, Diwali is a time for family to bond and appreciate each other. Fact. It's fact. I think that thank you so much, Nishi Heeralal, for joining us and sharing your views with us on Actonville TV. Alright, so thank you again to Shashi Gossain for sharing your love and your wisdom with us, stating what Diwali is, as well as how Hindus celebrate Diwali and what the story behind Diwali is. We've got Justin D. Anthony coming in through Facebook as he says, Vanakkam. Vanakkam to you too, sir. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon. A very happy Skanda Shasti week to you. I hope you are fasting and doing well. It's nice to see all of the supporters coming through and still joining us this afternoon. Alright, as we are continuing with the show, let's get to our praise and worship with Deshan Style and Naidu, as I love to put a bit of budgets in between our teachings so the show does not get monotonous or boring. Coming up next, we've got Deshan Style and Naidu with Raghupati Raghava. Happy Diwali from Durban, South Africa. Check it out.
ईश्वर तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान ईश्वर तेरो सन्मति दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 भज मन प्यारे सीताराम 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 भज मन प्यारे सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान जय राम 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 रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
Jai Shri Ram, beautiful rendition and delivery of a happy Diwali from Durban, South Africa. And as you saw, Deshan Style and I don't know, so by side at Yanam Klava right there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as we have Nishi Heeralal and Jessica Govender coming in, Nishi Heeralal coming in through YouTube and Jessica Govender through Facebook. Nishi Heeralal also continued to start off with Styler is brilliant, thank you so much. Nishi also says that praising God through music is so fulfilling for the soul. Bhajans get to the core of my heart and soul. Amen. That was beautiful. Jessica Govender with her praying hands. Thank you so much, Jessica Govender. It's so beautiful to see new names. Jessica, if you can, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel as we stream live every single weekday, usually at 7 p.m. But because it's Skanda Shasti week and the entire team is going to temple this evening, we decided to stream live at 3:30 to 4:30. It'll be nice if you join us, Jessica. Please do subscribe to our channel if you do enjoy the show, as this is an educational platform about Hinduism. Ravi Naganaidu coming in through YouTube. Namaskaram and greetings to all. Namaskaram to you too, so welcome back. It's nice to see you after long. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to continue with the show, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we still have Shashika Sain standing by for us, and I think you guys should stay tuned as she continues to teach us and tell us Hindus should never forget why Sikhs actually celebrate Diwali, and also why Sikhs celebrate Diwali. We'll come back.
Are you looking for transport from Lenasia South to surrounding areas for work? Look no further, contact Jones 083 298 5054.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sairam, Jai Shri Ram, Swamiye Saranam Ayyappa. Vetrivel Muruganukku Harogara. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so as we continue with our teachings, as the episode of today is titled Origins of Diwali. If you missed the first half an hour of the show, please do rewind on the YouTube channel live bar and you can watch the show from the very beginning. From the time we started with Lord Ganesha, praising him. As you know, in Hinduism we must praise him and thank him first before turning to any other deity or even starting the show. Alright, so before we continue with Shashi Gosain, I would love to share with our newest viewers and comments and beliefs and everything that came through this afternoon. It shows that the show is growing and the channel is growing, the viewership is also growing. Very big thank you again to Nishi Heeralal, Ravi Nagar Naidu, Jessica Govender, as well as, scroll for me please, director, Justin D. Anthony. Thank you so much to all of you. Alright, Jessica Governor agreed to go to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Jessica. Alright, so before we continue with Shashi Gosain, there's been a request coming into our WhatsApp line and they choose to stay anonymous. They wanted to know the religious significance in India and the differences, well, with the entire world. Okay, let's see if I can answer this, right? If you feel, remember, this is not my opinions, this is my research that I do with everyone that I know, from my gurus to our teachers like Dr. P.K. Maestri, and we also get a lot of messages from professionals or from around the world. If you want to share your views and your beliefs, remember this is a public platform to help with our teachings and help save the culture and educate about Hinduism. Alright, so let's look at the religious significance quickly, as Anonymous has asked. So the religious significance of Diwali varies regionally within India, as I'm told and as I'm taught. Now, one tradition links the festival to legends in the Hindu epic Ramayana, where Diwali is the day Rama, Sita, Lakshmana and Hanuman reach Ayodhya after the period of 14 years in exile after Rama's army of good defeated demon king Ravana's army of evil. Now, throughout the epic, Rama's decisions were always in line with dharma, meaning duty. Okay, and the Diwali festival serves as a reminder for followers of Hinduism to maintain their dharma in day-to-day life. Now, per another popular tradition which I found out in the Dwapara Yuga, they call it the Dwapara Yuga period, Krishna, an avatar of Vishnu, killed the demon Narakasura, who was the evil king of Prigasha Chupara near present-day Assam, and released 16,000 girls held captive by Narakasura. Diwali was celebrated as a signifier of triumph of good over evil after Krishna's victory over Narakasura. The day before Diwali is remembered as Naraka Chaturdashi, the day on which Narakasura was killed by Krishna. Many Hindus associate with the festival with goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, and wife of Vishnu. Now, according to Panchman, the start of the 5th day or the 5-day Diwali festival is stated in some popular contemporary sources as the day goddess Lakshmi was born from Samudra Mantana. Please excuse my mispronunciations, as I am English speaking, and I ask for your forgiveness as I may butcher some of these words. Okay, so as we know, this is the contemporary sources as the day goddess Lakshmi was born from Samudra Mantana, the churning of the cosmic ocean of milk by the Devas, meaning the gods, okay, and the Asuras, meaning the demons. So a Vedic legend is that is also found in several Puranas, such as the Padma Purana, while the night of Diwali is when Lakshmi chose and wedded Vishnu. Now, along with Lakshmi, who is representative of Vishnuism, Ganesha, the elephant-headed son of Parvati, and Shiva of Shivism tradition, is also remembered as one who symbolizes ethical beginnings and the remover of obstacles. So Hindus of Eastern India associate with the festival with the goddess Kali. Some do. I hope you guys are learning with me. So Hindus of Eastern India associate with the festival with the goddess Kali, who symbolizes the victory of good over evil. Hindus from the Braj region of in northern India, parts of Assam, as well as southern Tamil and Telugu communities view Diwali as the day the god Krishna overcame and destroyed the evil demon king Narakasura in yet another symbolic victory of knowledge and good over ignorance and evil. Alright, so there's also a piece of material that I found that says trade and merchant families and others also offer prayers to Saraswati, okay, who embodies music, literature and learning, and Kimera, who symbolizes bookkeeping, treasury and wealth management. Now, in western states such as Gujarat and certain northern Hindu communities of India, the festival of Diwali actually signifies the start of a new year. Now, mythical tales shared on Diwali can vary and will always vary widely, especially depending on the region and even within the Hindu tradition. Remember that every region has different beliefs. So I always teach people this time and time again that it was taught and told that when the gods came down and in human form, each place was told and taught to do a different thing or tradition or ritual or way of praising and worshipping, because the gods needed energies to balance around the globe. Anyways, as we continue with the mythical tales shared on Diwali, and as I did mention that it's widely depending on the region, even within Hindu tradition, yet all share a common focus on righteousness. Don't ever forget that. So self-inquiry is also involved here. So it's righteousness, self-inquiry, and the importance of knowledge, which according to Lindsay Harlan, it's called an Indologist and a scholar of religious studies, she has told me and taught me that this is the path to overcoming the darkness of ignorance. She's also continued to tell me that the telling of these myths are reminiscent of the Hindu belief that good Almighty trumps over evil. As we continue with our show, I want to jump back to Shashika Sain all the way in London as she educates us on Hindus should never forget why Sikhs celebrate Diwali, as well as why Sikhs will be celebrating Diwali this way. Check this out.
Hi, I'm Shashi Gosai. Today we're going to talk about how Sikhs and why Sikhs celebrate Diwali. Now, for centuries, both Hindus and Sikhs were celebrating Diwali together in the same way according to the old Hindu scriptures, which was due to the return of Lord Rama, Sita, Lakshman and Hanuman after 14-year exile. However, it also coincides with a very important historical date in the Sikh calendar. And that was because of the release of the sixth Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji, from prison, and he'd been imprisoned by the emperor at the time, Emperor Jahangir. Now, this day is also called the Day of Liberation or Bandi Chor Divas. So let's see what's the history behind this. Guru Arjan was arrested by the Mughal emperor, put in prison, tortured and then finally executed in 1606 for refusal to convert into Islam. His son, who was only 11 years old at that time, Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji, actually became the next sixth Guru. Now, you can imagine an 11-year-old when he sees his father being executed, of the pain and the anger he must have felt. So he decided to get an army together and start a rebellion against the Islam, against the emperor, against the Muslim rule at the time. So for that reason, Jahangir put him into prison. But as story has it, Jahangir actually fell ill once, and Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji actually prayed that he got better. So in exchange for this, he became very friendly and he granted him freedom. So Guruji said, look, I'm quite, yes, I do want my freedom, but I also have 52 Hindu kings with me and they have to be released with me, which Jahangir wasn't very happy about. And so he made a bargain. He said, okay, so you can take as many kings with you as you can, as your, that you can hold on to. So Guruji was a very, very bright man. He said, okay, let's get a big cloak made. He had a big cloak made with 52 tassels and tails. And he told each of the kings to hold on to one of the tassels. And he walked through the prison gates with 52 kings with him. That is an absolutely amazing feat. And the emperor couldn't do anything about it because that was one of the conditions that he'd actually laid down himself. So you can imagine the elation that must have happened at that time when all, you see not only the Guruji coming, but then 52 kings coming out with him, the ones who were trying to hold up the Hindu tradition and the Hindu culture and most importantly the Hindu religion and the values that we have. So that is the day that we call the Day of Liberation. So how is Diwali celebrated by the Sikhs? Bandi Chor Divas is celebrated very similar to the way the Hindus celebrate Diwali, and that's when the family get together, we exchange gifts, we light up our houses, shops, buildings, we put all the diyas together, we have a big firework display. And the two things which are perhaps a little bit different are that there's usually a Nagar Kirtan, that means there's a whole procession going down the street of songs and devotional songs and general greetings, and food is served on the way. And usually the local Gurudwara will have what we call an Akhand Path, which is a 3-day recital, continuous recital of the Guru Granth Sahib. So that is the main difference. But other than that, the actual activities, the joy, the gaiety is exactly the same. So not much different there. But it's a time where the Sikhs, it's one of their, the most important day that they should go to the Gurudwara to actually thank, the Gurus for all that they have done. So that is the reason the Sikhs celebrate Diwali. It's the day of liberation, and it coincides with Diwali. But that's a Sikh perspective. But I would like to personally, on behalf of all the Hindus, thank the Sikh Gurus who helped keep our Hinduism alive well, and that's why we're here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I hope you enjoy listening to the story of how and why Sikhs celebrate Diwali and the role Sikhs have had in our own Hinduism. This is Shashi Gosai.
Shashi Gosai, a bit emotional on the show, but thank you so much for your teachings as she has educated you on the origins of Diwali. And I thank you and I thank her for helping us out with the show today. We've got Nishi Heeralal still coming through on YouTube with lots of love saying, Kimera and Andy, may you always be blessed. Thank you so much, Nishi Heeralal. Thank you for your blessings from your lips to God's ears. All our Samis, I pray for this to grow. Jessica Govender, she said okay as I asked her to please click on our YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel. Thanks, Jessica. I hope I wasn't bullying you. For those of you who are watching the show for the very first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it already. Please do forgive us as we changed our set, we upgraded our software. I know my color looks a bit funny, but yeah, we're trying to better our studios as we go along each day. It's a growing business. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as Nishi Heeralal says, bhajans get to the core of our heart and soul. Let's give our heart and soul bhajans and food to our soul. Here is Siandam Shlava coming up next all the way from Durban, guys, as he sings for you Tirunir Yennik Kakam.
திருநீர் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் எந்தன் துணையே வேல் முருகா திருநீர் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேலா திருநீர் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் எந்தன் துணையே வேல் முருகா தந்தை அல்லவோ பார்வதி அம்மா உன் தாயல்லவோ சிவபெருமான் உந்தன் தந்தை அல்லவோ பார்வதி அம்மா உன் தாயல்லவோ ஸ்ரீ கணேசா உந்தன் அண்ணன் அல்லவோ என்று பாடும் இந்த உயிர் உந்தன் பிள்ளையல்லவோ ஸ்ரீ கணேசா உந்தன் அண்ணன் அல்லவோ என்று பாடும் இந்த உயிர் உந்தன் பிள்ளையல்லவோ ஓம் முருகா ஓம் முருகா சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா ஓம் முருகா ஓம் முருகா சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா கண்கள் உன்னை தேடும் வடிவேலவா எந்தன் கண்ணீர் உந்தன் அபிஷேகம் வேல் முருகா கண்கள் உன்னை தேடும் வடிவேலவா எந்தன் கண்ணீர் உந்தன் அபிஷேகம் வேல் முருகா கண்கள் உன்னை தேடும் வடிவேலவா எந்தன் கண்ணீர் உந்தன் அபிஷேகம் வேல் முருகா கண்கள் உன்னை தேடும் வடிவேலவா எந்தன் கண்ணீர் உந்தன் அபிஷேகம் வேல் முருகா திருநீர் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் எந்தன் துணையே வேல் முருகா வடிவேல் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா உந்தன் நாணம் என்னை நாணம் வேல் முருகா திருநீர் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் எந்தன் துணையே வேல் முருகா திருநீர் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் எந்தன் துணையே வேல் முருகா வடிவேல் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா உந்தன் நாணம் என்னை நாணம் வேல் முருகா வடிவேல் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா உந்தன் நாணம் என்னை நாணம் வேல் முருகா ஓம் முருகா ஓம் முருகா சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா ஓம் முருகா ஓம் முருகா சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா ஓம் சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா ஓம் சரவண பவகுக வடிவேலா
வெற்றி வேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா Beautiful delivery of Akiririan Kakam. But well, this was by Sianam Flower all the way in Durban, as you saw his name titled on the video. Beautiful delivery. His voice is beautiful. I could listen to this child every day. Thank you so much for that, Sianda. Thank you for sending through your video. As for those of you who feel you've got talent and you can capture it with your smartphone, and if you want to send any of your captions, whether it can be anything, guys. Remember, only the devotional and the religious tracks will go on the Journey Show. Don't forget, we have a morning show which is called The Crack of Dawn. It's a variety show with lots of humor, it's an educational platform as well, but I got a bit of humor and great energy in the morning. So join me there at 7 a.m. every day. And if you've got talent, drop us a message in the comment bar, in the comment section right below, and you can tell us how to contact you. Or if you want to send us a message, well, if you're coming through Facebook, you can drop us an inbox. But if you want to know the procedure as to how to get your videos online, drop us a message at the bottom. Alright, Nishi Heeralal coming in through YouTube, continuing to enjoy the show and join the conversation. And she says, I used to love the way late Gana Pillay used to sing this bhajan, and it became one of my favorites. Thank you so much, Nishi Heeralal. She also continues to say, please also play Arogara. Not sure if the correct name. Okay, when you get the correct name, Nishi Heeralal, you can submit us the video of the song, and yeah, we'll put it to play. Why not? Most traditional music are royalty free, so whatever we use has to be royalty free, as we are a community station and a non-profit company. Alright, let's take a quick break. As we come towards the end of our show, we're going to hit the 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural, as we do one lesson every day when we come back.
See flooring differently. Innova Floor Santon. Contact us today.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sairam, Jai Shri Ram, Swamiye Saranammayappa. Vetrivel Muruganukku Arogara. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, as we come towards the end of the show, we always do one lesson from the Tirukkural. Today's 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural is sitting at lesson number 36.
Today's lesson from the 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural is number 36. Practice charity.
That was pretty straightforward, and for those of you who are looking for a guru, let's go to a Guru Prega. If you need the following services to be conducted by Guru Prega, you can contact him on his number 082-578-3833. He can help you with the astrological readings, as well as your spiritual cleansings, your cleansing prayers, your house prayer, your business prayers, your car prayers, your temple and hall weddings, your funerals, your ceremonies like your 16 days and your 1 year, your auspicious hawans, your help with your trance, as well as your Kali prayers, porridge prayers, midnight prayers, Murugan prayers, etc. You can contact him. I'll give you the number again, Guru Prega, on 082-578-3833. If you also need to contact Guru Indresan for the following services, you can contact him on 081-325-0115. He can help you conduct the following. It's known as your Jandagam, your astrological readings, your Panchagam, your Navagraha Shantis. As you can see that Guru Prega cannot help you with the Navagraha, so you can contact Guru Indresan for that. You can call him for your house prayers, your business prayers, your car prayers, your temple and hall weddings, your ceremonies, and like your 16 days and your 1 year, your Janda prayers, your auspicious hawans, as well as your Kumbha Abhishekams. Please contact Guru Indresan. I'll give you the number again. It's 081-325-0115. And for those of you who would like to join me in the Meenakshi Sundareswara Koral Temple, which is based in Lenasia South on Starling Street, Extension 1, if you are around Joburg, do join us as Skanda Shasti is on Saturday.
The Meenakshi Sundareshwar Kovil invites you and your family to journey with us towards a blessed Skanda Shasti. 13th to 18th November. For more information, please contact Sharman or Dr. B. Maestri.
Just a little bit of inside info. If you'd like to join us for the morning Abhishekam on Saturday, I've been well informed by our director as we will be there from 4:30 in the morning. If you'd like to join us and well get your blessings from Lamburga himself, Shanmuganatha as I call him. Well guys, that's all the time we have for today. Please join me again tomorrow, same time, same place at 3:30 in the afternoon. As we'll go back to the normal time at 7 p.m. from Monday, but this week I'll see you tomorrow at 3:30. Join me again tomorrow if you'd like a good laugh and a good English show, well, a variety English show about education, and well, it's gonna be a fun show. Tomorrow we're talking about Bob Lazar, and well, as we open up the shows with Wack and Simpson and end it off with Auntie Sheila, you're gonna enjoy to the max. So okay, let me give you a quick breakdown for those of you who don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We've got Wack and Simpson making us laugh for a full 4 minutes of the show, and then we've got Bruno Mars's Locked Out of Heaven music playing. But we've got cover versions with great upcoming bands or bands that you've never seen before, but they are quite established. But yeah, we're going to represent them right here on Attenville TV. As we've got Ravi Nagan Naidu say, see you later, doll. Thank you, Uncle Ravi. Romba Nandri, thanks for joining the show. Well, Nandri to everybody who joined the show this afternoon. Your support and your comments and interaction means the world to us as it helps the channel to grow. From myself, Kimera, Heeralal, see you guys tomorrow. Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranam Ayyappa. Vetrivel Muruganukku Arogara. Good night, everyone.